Greetings, humanity. I hope all is well over there, wherever you are. Sorry, I was just looking over and seeing. Oh, what did I say over there? Yes, it's fine. I'm Jim, and I'm going to be playing Frostpunk for a little while. I have not had a chance to play this for a couple of weeks, and we left on something of a cliffhanger. So, I very badly want to play, and there hasn't been time to play. And to be honest, there isn't really much time to play tonight. I'm going to try to play anyway, just a little bit. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and squeeze in a little bit of Frostpunk tonight. I've got a little under an hour, so this is going to be a shorter stream. And then there's other there's other stuff I wanted to go and I want to go and check out that's happening in a little under an hour, and so I'm going to see if I can possibly limit myself. We know how great I am at that when it comes to not playing long on this game. So I'm going to try to do that tonight. We'll see what happens. And doubtless hilarity will result. I have no idea. Either that or not much is going to happen. We'll find out. Anyway, let's do this. I am, I have forgotten everything. Pretty much. But we'll see what we can do. So, we were at the Fall of Winterhome, day 12. As I recall, yes, we got some horrible news last time, and I'm going to go ahead, I think, and try to replay it. As you can see, I was very calm and collected when we did this. So we can take a stab at doing this again. Let me see here. Autosave. And research 3 hours. Generator research 3 hours. I think we'd gotten very close. I guess I'm going to go ahead and open this one up, because I have forgotten where we were. It seems the autosave was slightly before that. We'll see what we can find here. We found out there was a problem. Some buildings and laws will give you access to building abilities. Used wisely, they can make a world of difference in difficult situations, but at a cost. Yes, this is the scenario, the Fall of Winterhome. We're about to see why it's called that, because we've just found out something terrible. Ah, yes, there it is. Research the cause of the generator's malfunction at the repair station, and you can see they're almost done figuring that out. I don't have anyone at the workshop right now, apparently. They were working on a large resource depot, because I've got most of my engineers over here. I'm trying to think, where do I have my engineers? Is there anywhere I have my engineers that... Ah, yes. The only other place... I've got them here in this workshop. That's it. I've got some here in this workshop, and I presume we have some at the... Yes, we have some at the infirmary, so people don't die. That would be helpful. People not dying would be helpful. But I pulled all of my engineers to work here at the repair station because, basically, we're in a land way to the north, trying to get by in the city of Winterhome. That was not doing incredibly well. It was horribly designed and mismanaged, and there was something wrong with the generator, and they weren't able to find out what it was. They ousted the previous leader, and then we had to clear away a bunch of debris and figure out what was happening. We are at last on the cusp of seeing what was happening. It's not going to be good news. Well, they're going out to get food. That's good. In a little over 2 hours in game, we will know what is happening. And yeah, right now the coal balance is great. Food balance is okay. And you know, we only have 3 people currently being treated. Temperature is going to drop on day 13, day 14, and day 15. It's important to know and remember that. There are reasons why we must know and remember that. Let's see. Also, so you can see we have our last goal here, research the cause of the generator's malfunction at the repair station. That's what we're doing there. Hello, Unstable Days. I quietly petitioned to rename the city to the Mad City. I don't think it's quite that bad yet. We'll see though. We'll see. Maybe it'll get there. The children voiced their support from the mines. Yes. They yearn for it apparently. Yeah, just as a warning that we are prone to very dark humor in this game because it's a very dark subject matter. It's a retropocalypse, don't you know? But do please take note of the content warnings, apocalyptic themes, illness, death by cold, starvation, colonialism, and child mortality. Those are things. So please, if you do not wish to see any of that, then I do not blame you if you want to tune out. It's absolutely fine. Do whatever you need to protect yourself. We are almost there. Be like we're almost about half an hour, and they're going to tell us what's wrong with the generator. I saw this at the end of the last game, the last game session, by the way, that I played of this. But I thought, let's play it again, just so that we can have the full gravity of it hit us. Here we are. The generator report is ready. Our engineers have finished inspecting the generator. It has a catastrophic flaw. It will keep breaking down, and each malfunction will cause the stress within the generator to start rising. We'll be able to patch it up using the repair station, but these fixes will not last long. The generator will eventually break down permanently and then explode from the rising stress. Winterhome is doomed. And as you can it's a little fuzzy right now, but as you can see, we have we have a little bit of discontent, but we have the hope bar up past half. We finally struggled so long to get hope up to a decent level. Coming home was a fool's errand. We should leave. The generator's dead. Yep, there it goes. How are we supposed to survive without the generator? Yeah, no more hope for you. Yes. Have we, let's see, can we replace it? Apparently not. Have we informed the populace that their lives are forfeit? Well, hope just dropped like a rock, so I assume so. I think that's us telling the populace that we're all horribly screwed. Hi, Schmelzer. I'm just playing, I'm only playing this for like an hour tonight. So we're gonna see how much scrambling and panicking we can do in that amount of time. The evacuation. We have to evacuate. Sir, the chief engineer says there's still hope. We didn't dismantle the last of our dreadnoughts. If we repair it, we can leave Winterhome and find another place to live. Yet people are doubtful. Where would we go? It's nothing but a frozen wasteland as far as the eye can see. And we can choose to lie. I know of another city. You know no such thing, but people will believe you. Hope will rise greatly. Or, I don't know where to go, but we have to try. People will lose heart. work efficiency will fall by 10%. And the thing is, the only reason, honestly, maybe not the only reason, but the main reason why I am wanting to go with this option is that I do not want to lie to them. Because that is what the previous captain did, who they ousted. So best not to raise that kind of a klaxon. We need to find another place to go. So, I presume maybe the scouts will be helpful with that. I don't know. Or we're just gonna wander off into the snow and never come back. I don't know. But we'll start with this and we'll see where it goes. Prepare the evacuation. Our only option is to evacuate as many people as possible using the Dreadnought we didn't fully dismantle. We first have to build an evacuation center. Then we have to send engineers to refit the Dreadnought. We'll need steel and steam cores to convert decks into cabins for people on board, and food rations to feed them through the journey. So, we do have steam cores, we do have steel. I don't know how many we're gonna need, but that's what we have happening. We are fucked. This is hopeless. We have nowhere to run. So, let's see, evacuation center. We're gonna have to build an evacuation center, which I assume that's under the construction, the new thing under the construction tab here. Oh, we can institute a new law too. That'll probably help. Prepare the evacuation. Build the evacuation center. These are our goals now. We have 13 days, it says. Build the evacuation center and have engineers on the Dreadnought site. And we gotta send 25 engineers over there. So that's gonna be a thing. So the evacuation center. The evacuation center sends transports to the Dreadnoughts of people and the resources required to establish the cabins and provisions. Click on the tabs and use the buttons to change the composition of the transport. I have no idea what this will all mean. To send the transport, click the send button. So transports to the Dreadnought of people and resources. Okay. I see. We get these little management panels, and I guess we'll see more properly once we have it built. And we'll go from there. Okay. That sounds fun. So that's the next thing. So that's our next little project. I wonder how big it is. Tech. Evacuation center. Allows us to send people and resources to the Dreadnought. It costs 25 wood and 45 steel. I also... One thing we have to wonder about, and we have that, we can do that right now. But something I am wondering is if we should, you know, stop this research and immediately do another... A different research, because I have a feeling we're not gonna need the large resource depot now. Yes, we're just gonna be using everything right and left. I mean, we might still, but additional scouts might be good. Faster outpost teams might be good. We could do an efficiency upgrade. I don't know if anything's... I don't know what... We have to reprioritize, that's the thing. Because... What will help? We could do a house redesign if we wanted to do that. Infirmary mechanization will employ fewer people. You know what? This is probably going to be the best step to go next. Because then we'll free up some of our engineers, and engineers now are a precious resource. Bring in more food. We'll have to see how all this goes. We're going to have this whole period of provisioning that's going to be a problem. So we've got 13 days to do this goal, but I don't know that that means necessarily that we have 13 days before the generator explodes. It is a problem. I'm also considering grabbing those engineers at the weather tower, which, you know, we would no longer have this, but then we should probably rescue them. Okay. So we're going to start building the evacuation center, which... Oh, it goes there. Okay, it goes there. That's good to know. All right. Do we need to warm it? Because that might be an issue. Just putting it there, that might help. Let me go ahead and head back to the left side of the screen so that I can constantly, nervously check the number of people we have available. We still have 23 folks who are amputees currently. We have 4 prostheses free. We stopped making prostheses because we needed engineers. Because the more engineers we have here, the better off we are. Adequate staff, it says. We're gonna test that. Figure out what needs to happen with that. Okay, good. So we built the evacuation area. Or we haven't built it yet. We're working on it. Let's see. Wait less than an hour to sign a new law. Okay. I kind of want to send some engineers over to deal with prosthetics. How many is less than adequate? I guess that's the question. Minimal staff. Adequate staff is in the 20s somewhere. When we hit 23, it goes to adequate. I'm going to put 25 there. I'm going to leave 25 engineers there. And so I can man some other stuff. Is there exploration which may have revealed where you might be able to go, or are you doomed to wander the wasteland? Right now, we're doomed to wander the wasteland, which is great. Somewhat. I'll show you where we what we have currently. Oh look, evacuation center. We're gonna. Oh wow. Okay, the Dreadnought's there. We have a whole new icon for it. The Dreadnought remains in the frozen wastes. Not enough people aboard to repair the Dreadnought. Number aboard 0 they consist of. Okay, so that's now a thing. Because this was just a thing like this, like the weather station. Right, it was a marker that's showing where we'd visited already. We've got people out. This one's heading to this bridge. This one's heading to this frozen forest. And then there's a lone boulder out here, which I presume is a gateway to other stuff. So there are possibilities here. Hope is not doing well. It probably would be doing worse if we didn't have all the guard stations. we're going to need to do things to increase hope. In the meantime, because, you know, we want people to be as able-bodied as possible, I'm going to assign engineers back here to make research go faster, and back here to finish with the prosthetics that we were building. And we've got, you know, adequate steel for now. I don't know how much steel we're going to need, which will be the problem. But we'll see. And it's... how much time was left? It was about 2 hours, it said. So we'll see kind of how this is going. It is... oh, okay, we don't have anyone working right now. Wait, are they on 24 hours right now? They're on 24 hours right now. Okay. So they're gonna finish. But, there's a lot happening now. We're going to hope that, we can do better. Is there anything else that increases hope that we have, I wonder? Just the watchtowers right now. And we're covering most of what we can cover. I mean, that would be like for that one bunkhouse. Yeah. We're not very efficiently set up here, you see. Unfortunately. This would take care of 3. Which again isn't great, but you know, could be of help in increasing hope for another few people. How many people are living here? Currently 13, but they're going to be fewer and fewer because of how this goes. So, ultimately, you know, hope for another 20 people, I suppose. I guess, yeah, it's not nothing. What is this? This is a pub. We can't move the pub. Heavens forbid we move the pub. Alright, well. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Ah, now we can sign a law. So let's see, organ transplants. Sick recover faster. That's not bad. That's not going to change anything in terms of hope. Extended shift, discontent would rise. But like, I feel this would be really helpful. No! Why do I keep pressing that button? Dueling law! That doesn't help hope. House of Pleasure should actually help hope, but apparently it has the opposite effect when we pass that law. Over here, purpose. We can harvest some hope from here. Let's see. A foreman. Appointing a responsible foreman will make sure that people work as efficiently as possible. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 hours, which is, you know, increases the efficiency of a workplace by 40% for 24 hours. I mean, that'll certainly help. Guard stations. Discontent will rise if we sign this, but an organized militia will maintain peace and order for our city and help us deal with anyone who might threaten it. You know, if we have riots. Guard stations raise the hope of people living nearby, lower the discontent of people living nearby, and you can use guards to break up protests, which is nice. And I presume I can upgrade the watchtowers to guard stations. And so I'd have to build 2 of them, and discontent rises slightly. But you see, then, I don't know if it raises... I don't know if it raises the hope more. It's so hard to know. I don't know if it raises hope more. Having a foreman will, like, help a lot. Having a guard station will help a lot. Because, you know, if they start rioting, we can stop that. How many people do we have? Let me see what we have. We have 10 workers right now who would be able to be guards. Everyone else is doing stuff. Hope's not doing great. And it's gonna get worse. We're getting into day 12. Day 12 is just starting. $18 hours from now is... yeah, it's gonna be like 2,100 hours. A little past. So it is a thing we could do to help the, so like if I wanted to go with, the foreman. It costs 10 food rations. But it does help the efficiency. I feel like this is kind of a weird buff. I think I'm just gonna do this. And discontent will rise, but you know, then soon we'll have guards and it won't be a problem. Not as much. The problem though is, where do we get the guards from? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. I have a feeling the watch folk will be converted to guards. Yes, that works. Okay. Signing it.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Guard stations shall be built. I'm sure everything is going to be fine. Just fine. Yeah, discontent's going up again. Finally, there'll be someone to go after the criminals. Well, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. I'm sure that's all fine and good. So these take 15 wood and 5. These take 20 wood and 10. Okay. Bring order to nearby homes. Lowers discontent, restores hope. I feel as though this is a good investment. 8 wood, 6 steel. Unfortunately, every time we build one, hope does go down a little. Because there's that brief period of time during which nothing is happening. Does it have a wider radius? Because that would be helpful. It might, actually. I think it does. Okay. So that's actually much more helpful than I was thinking that was going to be. So that's good. This already has that, though. But apparently, I guess... Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I'm wondering if the boost to hope is greater from the guard tower. Do we have... Yeah, they haven't built this yet. And as you can see, we have a new goal, the guard station. We have a little under 3 days to build two, and we're building a bunch of them now. As you know, might be helpful. Okay. Whoop. Large resource depot research. That's great, but then a thing's happening, so I gotta figure out what the thing is. Repair station improvements. The evacuation of so many people will take time, so we need to keep the generator running for as long as possible. Fortunately, our engineers have several ideas about how to raise the efficiency of the repair station. Not now! You can view them in the heating panel of the technology tree. Or, let's take a look. The technology tree will be opened. Oh. Oh, look at that! We got some new stuff here. Didn't realize we were gonna have. So the repair station, that was a new thing. So let's see, repair station efficiency. This is gonna suck up all of our new research, isn't it? I have a feeling. It's unfortunate because I was thinking about doing additional scouts. But, infirmary mechanization. But, this is important. Repair station efficiency, a set of custom tools that raises the efficiency of the repair station by 10%. Emergency repair allows us to advance generator repairs by 10% using wood and steel. Yeah, so I mean, I'd probably do this one and then this one. And then we could, this one, and then we'd have another one down here. Optimize shifts, that's another thing, so. I mean, yeah, we're heading down this tree, I know we are. Don't know if we'll have time to figure out automatic prototyping so we can get these last couple of things. We'll see! So that'll be good. Oh yes, because the large resource depot is ready, so we can we could go ahead and build one now if we want. Now that it's now that we're sitting here in a terrible, terrible situation. We can finally have a place to house all the coal that we need. I mean, I could just build this right here and it would be fine. Ugh. We're over here. I don't even really need to clear anything away. I can just put that resource depot down, and look, there's the space for it right there. I keep wondering if I should. I do keep wondering if I should clear away some of these streets and put other things here. We're gonna put that there. That'll be helpful, I hope. Let me see. How many people do we have in a guardhouse? 5. Sorry, watchtower. Not a guardhouse yet. Will be soon. I eagerly await the fruits of your explorations into the waste. I expect it will be a very bitter fruit. It might be. It's, that is... I don't expect to find the weed of crime out there, but you never know. For anyone who's very old, that's a radio reference. Anyway, evacuation center still working. We're getting by, but what future do we have? None, really. We haven't got any purpose or direction. A new leader is needed. Oh crap. No, everything will be fine. Oh right, crap. I forgot to start the research. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. I wasted precious hours. We really need to take care of it. Let's see how much hope goes up when this is finished. Ah, yeah, it goes up more. It does provide more hope. Excellent. Guard stations built. Guard stations have been built and manned to maintain order in the city. Some people question their purpose, but the majority support your decision. Hope rises. Ah, good. Good. Let's build more. I am sure it'll be fine. We're not going authoritarian at all, are we? Are we? I also wonder if you research enough if you can build a new generator in a different location and transition from the flawed generator to a new unflawed one. I feel like there's something that... See, there is this weird thing where, like, for some reason we were only able to build the generator in London and move it up here, I think. It's like we don't have the technology to build that or steam cores. I don't know why. They don't give a specific reason that I remember. Might be a reason. But, it is a little odd. Anyway, more guard towers. Stations. Guard stations. That's the better term. Guard stations. So we're gonna upgrade that one. And that one. And this one. I guess we could build another one out here if we really want to. Yeah, anywhere else is not really going to be either helpful or possible. Well, we could do another one here. That would actually get more people. Well, no, wait for it. We'll see. These have to finish being built. What the heck? Okay. Ah, I see that there's an issue. Hold on just a moment that I got to deal with. One moment. Oh, hey, I see that I left the bot running. Hold on just a second. I left the content warning for our Trail of Cthulhu game, for our Bookhounds of London game running, and so that's the content warning is currently visible in the chat. So just gonna fix that real quick. Let me fix a couple things. Oh, also, Unstable Days is saying, a piece of advice to your subjects: changing leadership during a time-sensitive external catastrophe is ill-advised without a leader and administration waiting to step in. Yeah, that is a problem. Let me go ahead and fix these couple of things that I see I need to just deal with here. And also deal with that other thing. There we go. And then up here. Is it up here? It could be up here. Yes, the timers, the timers. Let me turn off that one. There we go. Okay. That's resolved. All is well again. Aside from, sudden death and the fact that I only have about 20 minutes left before I have to dive out. A little less. Yeah, it is a long content warning. To be fair, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of horrifying stuff that can happen in that game. But also, the person running that game, Pope, is very thorough, and wants to, and does make safety a priority. So that's so he gave me a list of these things that you just want to make sure we're all aware of when people are watching or when we're playing this game. That game on Fridays. Oh, that's kind of what we have. The food's coming back in. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, I see they're working on this now. That's good. It's gonna be an issue. See, the main issue is I'm gonna have to turn up the steam level at some point. Okay, scouts have reached the steel bridge. They have loudspeakers now. I'm sure everything will be fine. Now, I know what's at the steel bridge because there's a previous... The first time, my first day of running through this, I undid because I made terrible mistakes. So this bridge is maintained by an automaton. Its task is to keep it free of snow in case we need to transport resources across the ravine. Now, beyond this bridge, there is a place to get steel from. That is the only reason I'm thinking of leaving the bridge intact. Having an automaton would be helpful, but well, let me show you. Let me show you what's going on with this. Mechanical workforce. The automaton works tirelessly to keep the bridge free of snow and passable for resource transports. If we sent it to the city, we would cut off any outposts farther down this route. Scouts will still be able to cross the bridge. And so we have we have Snowy Hill and Iron Deposit. So we can send people across. But there I think. I look at the content warning, and the longer it is, usually the more interested in the game I am. I know that's not quite the way it's supposed to work, but it works for me. Yeah. I mean that is actually kind of part of the purpose of it, I would say, because the thing is that to an extent that is the way it works, because the whole point of having part of one of the not the whole point, obviously. You want people to be able to protect themselves, but at the same time also you want to kind of indicate that you're going to engage with these topics, but you want to be able to engage with these topics safely, and you're aware of these topics being in there, so that's also an indicator of that. But and a lot of folks say they want to see that. Anyway, we could send the automaton to the city, or we could leave the automaton on duty and decide what to do with it later. The only reason I'm thinking of leaving the automaton there right now is in case we just need an influx of steel, we could do that. For now, I'm gonna leave the automaton on duty. There's stuff. It'll take them 10 hours to hit the iron deposit, or 13 hours to go to the Snowy Hill. We'll go ahead and go to the iron deposit. We'll go ahead and play this part out. They're on their way to the iron deposit. Ugh. How soon before they get over there? 5.5 hours? Okay. I don't know if this is a landmark leading to other stuff, or if it's just this is going to be the end of the loop, in which case we can send them over here. It'd be nice if we could send them over here to look at other stuff. We'll see. We'll see. Back to this. Ah! I think that means that it's finished being built. People thing. I have no idea what anything means anymore. I have not much time. Man the Dreadnought. So the evacuation center is operational. We can now send engineers to the Dreadnought. Once there, they will be able to start restoring it to serviceable condition using the resources we send them. Let's take a look. Not now! The evacuation center panel will be opened. Sure. And we hear crying children the moment we open the evacuation center panel. Great. That's fabulous. Ah! Okay. We hear that same child whenever that happens. Okay. Engineer. We have 10 engineers available currently. We can send 50 people. Let's go ahead and put in what we have, which is we have 10 engineers free currently. We need to get 25 over there. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is part of the reason why I'm considering relieving them at the weather station, because we need all hands on deck. We do know what's gonna happen. Temperature will drop 1 level per day. But we won't know what'll happen after that, is the only problem, of course. And we'd have to send scouts to collect these engineers, however many there are there. We're gonna have to collect them eventually. Not enough people aboard to repair the Dreadnought. We need 25. Okay. Well. You're making prostheses. Very limited resources here. Limited number of engineers. I am thinking I'm gonna have to take them off the work. This isn't good. It's not good. This is not good. We need another 15 engineers. Like, I could pull 2. From here. It's not enough. It's not going to be enough. Like, we have total a certain amount. If we do the infirmary research, however soon we do it, You could get 5 engineers back. What's our current ETA on, Send all the engineers we have. We can replace them with child labor. Yeah, I like the way you think. The children don't, but they don't get a vote yet. They're not old enough. Oh, God. Sadness. We've got about 6 hours left to research this. And then they're going to collapse because they've been on a 24-hour shift. So I'm going to have to... It's the other workshop. This workshop is the one we're going to need to leave intact. I think. Madness. We get 5 from here. Maybe 1 or 2 from here. 7, so we'd have like 17 out of 25. And if we pass, if we get this research, the infirmary research done, you get another 5 from here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We have 22 engineers. Yeah, we're going to have to get them out of the weather station. I think it's the only way. All right, well, at least we have our plans. We're going to keep them here for now. But yeah, we got to get them over there as soon as we can. Otherwise, yeah. This is great. This cookhouse currently has employees, but they're not there yet. That's all right. I'm sure everything will be fine. You're still building this resource depot. At least our hope, which isn't great, is at least higher than our current discontent. There we go. It's going up again. Now that the guard stations are finishing their construction. Discontent is going down because they have a good watchful eye on them. I could build like 2 more and turn those other workers into guards. We got there's a lot that needs to happen. How soon before we get the rest of these prostheses built? I think that's an important question. There are currently one at a time they're going to get their prostheses. Those who are currently amputees. Okay, great. Coal. Because we're going to need it. Let's see what with the coal situation currently what it is. We can now hold 14,400. But temperature is going to drop momentarily. And I will need to... I mean, everything's toasty right now, which is great. But, I don't know. So I think probably one of the last things I can do here is to see what happens at the frozen forest, because I'm out of time. Well, we also have technology. Yeah, we could do another thing. Give me. Frozen forest. Okay, let's take a look at the frozen forest. All the trees are dead. Some of them cracked from the sudden frost. From the sudden forest. All the trees are dead. Some of them cracked from the sudden frost that must have come in. From the sudden frost that must have come in the middle of the Arctic summer. We shall explore. We could use some wood. There's a fair amount of usable wood we can take with us to Winterhome. Great. Let's get it. Almost 300. 300 lumber. Good. Excellent. We have the lumber. Fabulous. And that frees us up here, so that means we can take. They have a steam core. They have 100 raw food, and now almost 300 lumber. So the next place I want to explore is way over here at the Lone Boulder, and that'll take a day and 17 hours. But you know, it'll be faster getting to Winterhome, and it's on the way. So let's do it. Let's drop this stuff off, and then we'll send them down here. So that'll be good. And now, let me go ahead and I'm gonna let this tick over. We got the repair station efficiency going, which is great. I wonder if that means we can free up the staff. Probably not. But I'm gonna click save. Station efficiency is good, or better than it was. Now, what does this do? Just raises the efficiency by 10%. Our current efficiency, oh, it's 46%. Base is 36. We need more employees to get this higher. Oh, God. Okay. All right. So, like optimized shifts, the repair station will employ fewer people, minus 10 engineers. Okay, that would help. That would help a lot. So actually, this frees up potentially more engineers than this does. Huh. Okay. So we'll see. We'll have to see how this goes, how this works next time. I'm going to go ahead and click on it now. And see if that means we can pull then 10 engineers from here and have only 15 there. Have like a skeleton crew. We'll see if that works. Hoping. Skeleton hope. And that, unfortunately, is all I can do today. It's been an hour. I've got to dive off. Alas, I wanted to do so much more, but that was not in the cards. Not for today. But I will come back. I will be back. Okay. Let me go ahead and get us situated once again. Thank you all very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. We made a few decisions. We managed to do a few things. I wanted to do more, but I'm being good. Only doing a little bit. But that said, probably in a few days I'll be able to do a little bit more, and have a proper amount of Frostpunk. But it had been so long. I needed more Frostpunk. It was vital. Don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow, but sometime within the next few days. We are not doing Enchanter on Thursday. Lucci's got real life stuff going on. So if not within the next couple of days, probably maybe Thursday. We'll see. I will come back and do more of this so that we can see if I just made the right decision or not. Let's see if we can get enough engineers out there to actually figure things out at the Dreadnought. So very much looking forward to that. Yeah, we made the best decisions. Absolutely. We made the best possible decisions, I'm sure. It's really just as long as we tell people that we're doing well, I'm sure they'll believe it. Oh boy. So anyway, so I'll probably be doing this again later this week, but then of course on Friday we have our the game that content warning was for. He said perhaps that I guess is unintentional advertising for our Trail of Cthulhu game, Bookhounds of London. This Bookhounds of London is a framework for Trail of Cthulhu, where it's in 1930s London, and you're hunting down books. That's basically what it's for. And so we're going to be playing that on Friday, and that's everything I've got happening right now. More things later. Who knows? Who knows? We're thinking about doing other things. There's just so much real life going on right now. Gotta wrangle it a bit. We'll see. But thank you all very much for watching, folks. I gotta dive out. So take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.